Hello everyone, this is Kajyu here, bringing you some Heroes of the Storm content. In today's match, we are in Towers of Doom, one of the more recent maps out for Heroes of the Storm. I myself am playing Tassadar, and I am accompanied by my buddy Hollywoodboy playing as Tyrande and Giean playing as Kerrigan. And the rest of our team, we've got a Murky and a Diablo. And on the enemy side of the team, we've got a Chen, Jaina, Nova, Zeratul, and Karazin. And as you can see in the chat there, Diablo is making a comment about how we're such a stun-heavy team, which is true because we've got Tyrande's Lunar Flare, Kerrigan's Impaling Blades, and Diablo's Overpower, or as I would like to call, the Burger Flip. Hopefully we can coordinate all those stuns and use that to our advantage. And here I am, popping an Oracle, spotting that Zeratul, trying to do some early damage, but I spooked him away, and he looks like he is rotating off towards mid, where it looks like where the action is happening. And an early kill is secured on Jaina. Oh, but Kerrigan falls shortly after, taking too much damage, and was not able to make it out to safety. So, for level 1 talents, I have picked Conjurer's Pursuit, which allows me to increase my mana regeneration for every health globe I have picked, which I just did, which will be excellent in the late game. Excellent takedown there by Chen, landing all those stuns. Landing all those stuns really helped out. Oh, awesome play there by Tyrande, anticipating that Zeratul was going to come back and try and ambush her while she was at half health and within enemy tower range. He decided to cast Lunar Flare right on herself and catch Zeratul off guard. Alright, looks like the first altar is about to spawn in about 20 seconds. And our team is almost hitting level 4, and we just did. So for level 4 talent, I have picked Mental Acuity, which reduces the cooldown of my trait Oracle to allow myself to grant vision to my team as often as possible. Very important when there are stealth characters running around. Looks like a fight has just started in the bushes there, which is a terrible place because a blizzard got placed right there and takes down Kerrigan. With Kerrigan down so early in the fight, we did not have enough damage to secure any kills, so this is a loss on our part, so we had to fall back. Diablo's in trouble there, taking too much damage. He received the shield, which helped, but he was still being pursued by Karazin, and he gets taken down. I used Dimensional Shift to try and escape, but got body blocked. And it looks like the enemy will get first altar. And it looks like Kerrigan's back. Tries to take down Chen, but realizes that it's not a good fight because he will just keep shielding himself. Turns around and takes down Jaina instead. Excellent play there by Kerrigan, realizing that Chen will just drink his way to and shield himself for days, and decides to go around and fight Jaina instead. So aside from talents, I've also like to talk about general strategy in Heroes of the Storm, not just something that's exclusive to certain characters. So in this example, you'll see that I was pushing top lane. I was trying to push it really hard because towers were almost down. They were out of ammo, but I was not aware of the map and did not realize that Nova and Chen were rotating towards top to take me down, which resulted in my death. So this is a perfect example of map awareness. Even though it looks very tempting to push the lane and take down those towers, always pay attention to your minimap. Map awareness will go a long way regardless of whatever role you decide to play in Heroes of the Storm. And it looks like in 15 seconds the next set of altars will spawn, not one, but two, one on the left, one on the right, and everyone is getting into position, preparing for a team fight. And it looks like one has erupted on the right. Oh, but Kerrigan goes down. That blizzard doing its work. And that lunar flare connected, hitting Jaina. And she goes down. And it appears the right altar has been claimed by the enemy team. Left altar is still open and is currently being contested. Oh, Diablo's in trouble there, but Kerrigan is back. Oh, Diablo charges in, but unfortunately gets taken down. Kerrigan helps clean up, but takes down Nova and Karazim. Excellent job. And throughout all that fight, the left altar is still open. Oh, Chen manages to escape with a tiny bit of life remaining. But that pushback was just enough for us to claim the left altar and deal damage to the enemy team's core. Level 7 talent, I have picked Deep Shift, which prolongs the duration of my E ability Dimensional Shift from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds, which will allow me to help reposition myself to a better spot and also provide more period of safety and invulnerability, especially with such a high damage lethal team with Jaina, Nova, and Zeratul running around. Looks like Murky's egg was found and he got taken down shortly after since his death timer is longer than usual. Karazim tries to escape but gets killed by the Impaling Blades. Excellent position of the Impaling Blades right there by Kerrigan. Oh, Tyrande's in trouble, being chased by Chen, plasma shielding, and Chen decides to walk away, and Tyrande makes it out alive. Oh, the enemy team has reached level 10, Chen has used Wandering Keg, but he took too much damage and bursted. Even though Chen is unstoppable while in the Wandering Kegs, while in Wandering Keg mode, he still takes damage. Something to think about. Excellent Void Prison there by Zeratul, capturing 3 heroes, and is followed by a Ring of Frost. Karazim tried to escape using 7-sided strike and deal some damage, but he didn't have enough health to sustain himself and got taken down. We have also hit level 10, and for level 10 I have picked Force Wall to help isolate targets in a map that has a lot of tiny corridors. As you can see, there's many ways you can trap enemies with these tiny corners and tiny openings. And Diablo uses Apocalypse and stuns Chen. Tyrande's in trouble. I tried to Force Wall, but she gets taken down. Took too much damage. In hindsight, Force Wall is a bit difficult to use with an enemy Chen and an enemy Karazim because they are really good at repositioning themselves. Karazim can just Radiant Dash his way out. Zeratul can blink. And Chen can just jump. So in hindsight, Force Wall probably was not a good choice in this part, but I was trying to I was trying to see if Force Wall would be useful in this situation. So, always about testing new builds. And if I was going to pick Archon, it would be better if I picked the level 7 talent Static Charge, which I did not in this case. But Static Charge and Archon are a very good synergistic talent combo. Okay, looks like the altars are going to spawn again in 20 seconds. One in mid and one in bottom. Oh, here comes the Precision Strike. Excellent stun there on Nova. She tries to escape, but gets sniped by the Owl. Good job there on Tyrande.
Take the altars and put an end.
Top fort is at half health thanks to those mercs. Murky will try to intercept, but is too late. Enemy has captured the mid altar, and he gets taken down, but he is back again. Oh, excellent Maelstrom there by Kerrigan, but he looks like she got pushed away from Chen's Wandering Keg, but the Apocalypse seals the deal by stunning at least 2 heroes. Oh, here comes the Precision Strike. Nice dodge there by Kerrigan. So for level 13, I have picked Prescience, which will help with my survivability by allowing me to get a free dimensional shift when I am low in health. And Nova goes down. Both stealth characters are down. And in the talent tree, both Nova and Zeratul did pick Gathering Power, which is really good because now that we've taken them down, they have lost those stacks and must work for it again. Here's an example of what that Force Wall just did. Tried to wall them off, help my teammates escape, but Chen just jumps. He just jumps. Oh, the 7-sided strike got Tyrande there. Took too much damage.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Okay, looks like in 20 seconds another altar will spawn right in mid.
The altars rise again.
Oh, looks like Nova got spotted. Diablo and Nova in the bush spot each other and costed her life. Off to a good start there. Have enemy team missing a Nova and a team fight starting. March of the Murlocs making it really annoying for the enemy to escape. And we have pushed them back to claim the mid altar. And for level 16 talents, I have picked Dimensional Warp, which will grant me increased movement speed and health regeneration while I am in the state of Dimensional Shift, which synergizes with my level 7 and my level 13 talent, which will help me with my positioning and also give me back my health. A lot of sustainability, a lot of sustained talents. Looks like Diablo and Murky are taking the top Merc. Enemy Zeratul, Nova, and Chen are nearby. I tried to force wall their exit point, but I failed in that regard, and they still managed to get away. That was a bit of a misplay on my part.
The team has destroyed a fort.
I was planning on walling off their escape point, but the positioning was not added. But we did manage to take top fort. And spot Zeratul thanks to Oracle. Alright, Shadowstalk kicks in. Topping off our health.
The altars rise.
And it looks like in about 20 seconds another altar will spawn on bottom. And since we are currently controlling 6 forts, we will deal a whopping 6 damage to the core if we manage to capture this altar. Alright, popping Oracle, seeing our enemy's position. Team fight starting. Chen uses Wandering Keg to escape from that situation. And two enemies got stunned from Apocalypse. Maelstrom kicks in, dealing a lot of damage, taking out Zeratul and Chen in the process. And one Ravage takes down Nova. Diablo manages to capture the bottom altar. And we've dealt 6 damage towards the core, dropping it down to 17. And now with only Kerrigan present in the enemy team, we are free to push the fort and possibly take the boss. Which is what I believe my friend Tyrande has suggested. Yes. So, in Towers of Doom, when you control all forts, your core will consistently fire 1 damage towards the enemy's core until the enemy claims one of the forts again. And here we go, we're taking down the boss. Unlike the other bosses like in Curse Hollow or Sky Temple, this boss really hits hard, but with 2 supports helping out Kerrigan, she manages to tank that boss no problem. Here comes the precision strike. Excellent dodge there by Tyrande. Manages to get away from it. Oh, here comes the Ring of Frost. I managed to escape from it. Getting Diablo in trouble, but I entered into a void prison. Ooh, excellent Apocalypse. Stunning 3 characters. But Diablo goes down. Unfortunately, my shield was in cooldown because I was in the void prison for the majority of that fight. But thanks to Diablo's Apocalypse, stunning a bunch of the enemy heroes, we managed to secure 2 kills on Chen and Giean. Alright, with 3 altars spawning in about 5 seconds, this would be GG because all it takes is 1 altar for us to capture and we would take down the enemy core from 3 to 0. We managed to push them away and capture 1 altar. 1 altar is all that's needed. And here we go, 6 damage to the enemy core. And it is GG. Excellent job there.
Like all the others, blue team is victorious.
And there you have it, Towers of Doom, featuring Tassadar, Tyrande and Kerrigan with myself and my friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.